I came to Jaipur Lit Fest because in 2019 I went just as a nobody. It used to be free then, so I just walked in and I would see Sanjoy Roy at the entrance with folded hands welcoming people. And I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who anybody was. And I just walked in and I started drawing in different events. And later somebody pointed out, like I saw him on stage at the opening address and I realized, oh, this is the guy who runs Jaipur Lit Fest. And on day 5, I gathered the courage to show him my sketchbook that this is what I've done. I've come for all 5 days and this is what I drew. And he remembered me and he invited me to Jaipur Literature Festival in Boulder. I was in Chicago then, so I went to Boulder and I attended that as an official artist. This was also in 2019. And then 6 years later, last year, I emailed him and I said, hey, I have a book coming out. And he invited me as a speaker. So this loop closed after 6 years of in which the first decision was just let's go to see what JLF is all about. बहुत सुना है इसके बारे में, कभी गया नहीं हूँ. I just want to see what is a lit fest. This was my first lit fest in 2019. And I was there, and then 6 years later, I come back and I get to go on the stage and talk. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's something that happens when you get yourself in the position of doing things without knowing how they will pay off. So one thing I have learned about success is that a lot of loops will close in ways that are unexpected, at times that are unexpected. And your job is to be the diligent gardener. Just plant the seeds and water them, and you don't get to control when the fruit will come, but it will come if you do the daily job of taking care of the soil and watering it. If you do the process every day, the result and the success will follow, but it needs us to be open and vulnerable and allow ourselves to not know how it will pay off, but I'm still going to do it. And I don't know what it will be, but I'm still going to do it. And who cares what is sneaky art? I used to have 100 followers at one point, right? And nobody cared, nobody knew, but I'm going to do this because it feels right and I like it and I think I want to do it. And now it has all these followers. Now it's a big brand name and people say that sounds brilliant, but it didn't start off as it sounding brilliant. It started off as me very, very scared that someone is going to ask to look at my sketchbook and I don't want to show it because it's full of terrible drawings. So I need to be very sneaky about this, and me being very embarrassed to tell people. I call it sneaky art because I'm so self-conscious. It started with a lot of this unnecessary shame and self-consciousness and anxiety. And then it becomes a thing. And now apparently it's a thing. And now I can tell people that I call myself sneaky artist, and then they think, wow, that is so smart. What a great brand name.
Yeah, it is a great brand name.
Isn't it?
It worked out. I love it.
Look at what it is. So things work out, and success is something that happens, but you have to find a thread and you follow it with curiosity. So I just want to close with this. This is a piece of advice in the book also that I think is so important. I tell people this. In the absence of directions, use curiosity as a compass. Very often in life, the good things, the things nobody else has done, the thing that will be unique to you is something that doesn't come with a book of directions. You don't know the path to find it. All you can do is use curiosity as a compass. Take one step, take another step, look at your curiosity again. It will tell you which direction to go. The direction will change. Find that twisty, curvy path, follow it, and you will get to somewhere. You don't know where, you can't pre-plan it, you can't see it from before, but it's going to be somewhere good as long as you are chasing your curiosity.
I love that. I was going to ask you for this is like tips for life. This is like awesome. This is life tips. So, definitely I'm going to put a link to the book, your Substack, your social media handles, so folks can find you. Maybe the five people in the world who don't know who you are. But I'm really glad for one that we got a chance to chat. Thank you again for joining us today. We sometimes do try to wind down with gratitude. Is there anything you want to share you're grateful for?
I am really grateful for people who give you, who validate the things that you are sort of pushing with. So just because we met at Jaipur Lit Fest, I want to reach out and say, I am so grateful for someone like Sanjoy Roy and Amrita who cared about me even 6 years later after so much has happened, who remembered what I did and were appreciative of it and gave me such an incredible chance to meet so many wonderful people, including you. And it's these little things that become something and you never know how. I'm just grateful for the people who are in the business of paying attention to others
Yeah.
and connecting them and offering them opportunities. What a lovely world because of them.
I love that. That's really really beautiful, and I'm sure that we'll tag them. They'll see this, and may a thousand flowers bloom. More literature festivals everywhere. Thanks so much, Nishant.
Yes.
It's been a joy to chat with you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amrita. What a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.